the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai is his treasure. Hey, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem, Racha Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And Lord willing, this lesson's edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the G-Man Denver camp. Doing a quick lesson at the plantation and whatnot. And it's been on my mind as of lately. It's just, remaining focused, man. Point blank period. Remaining focused on what's important. And the most important thing that you can gather in this grace period that we're in is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, which leads to salvation. You see what I'm saying? That's the end goal right there. All right? Is it not? So, you don't want to get caught up in this society, man. When I say that, I mean, like, we use the term the matrix. This world that we're living in is a temporary scenario, man. All right? So you don't want to get caught up in all the distractions of this life and things that pertain to this current situation, such as, your career, trying to forge yourself and become a billionaire and, trying to be Mr. Family Man and all that shit, Yeah, we take care of business, but the main thing is acquiring the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. All right? Mainly the prophecies. That's going to keep us stable in the time we're coming into. All right? You can do all the prepping and all the shit, that everybody else is doing. But if you don't have the divine understanding of the scriptures, if you don't really understand the true breakdowns and the meaning of the prophecies, then you're not going to be stable, man. All right? So I want to get something real quick in the book of Ecclesiasticus. All right, here we have the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. That's our main focus, man, prophecy. Here at Great Millstone, that's our main focus, man. We go in on different aspects of wisdom as well, and how to conduct yourself amongst these people of the earth, all right, as men of the Lord. Then we also go into, like I said, the main thing, which is prophecy, man. And prophecy is pretty much going into things that are happening. All right, we will actually, Salaki, let me rephrase that. The word prophesy means to say before. That's what we do as the prophets, man. We tell you what's going to happen. These different major events that are going to take place before they happen. All right. We tell you what you need to do to prepare for these things that are getting ready to happen according to the scriptures, man. All right. That's the biggest deal that's going on right now in the planet Earth, man. The prophecies of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua taking place and them being taught, man. So that's what we should be occupying our time, man. All right. I want to get something real quick. I typed this in and the AI overlook came up. It was pretty interesting. So let's check this out. All right, so here it is right here. You see it in the blue. It says in the King James Version, being quote unquote occupied in prophecy refers to dedicating oneself to understanding and meditating on the teachings and predictions found in the scriptures, particularly those that reveal divine truths and future events. This pursuit is seen as a way to gain wisdom and insight from ancient teachings. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. We got to stay in his word, man. All right. And the Lord has given us teachers according to his heart. It tells you about that in Jeremiah 3 verse 15. All right. The elder apostles of Great Millstone are those men. Whether you can receive it or not, man. Those who have eyes to see, ears to hear can understand this. All right. And the elect are going to be led to those men, all right, who are breaking down the prophecies correctly. And it's been shown that our elder apostles have had the truth, man. All right, especially on one of the major prophecies that we've been talking about here at Great Millstone is the mark of the beast, man, which is the RFID microchip that's going to be made mandatory here very soon. All right. And now you get the IUIC trying to backtrack and, try to segue over into what we've been saying, but they've been pretty much trying to shame us for bringing out that prophecy, man, the way we bring it out, which is the correct way. The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. It's going to be made mandatory for you to buy and sell, all right, in the world economy, man, in your local economy, all right? But yeah, man, that's a big deal, and people need to know what it is. That's why we got to be occupied in prophecy so that we can warn the people. And also, it's going to keep us stable, man. These prophecies have to be fresh on your mind, you see, so that it won't take you by surprise, man. We're constantly going over these prophecies over and over and over, all right, making it solid in our minds. So when it happens, it's going to be second nature, man. We are going to be ready for it, man. All right. While everybody else, man, they've been bullshitting around. They've been occupied in other things, not regarding prophecy. All right. Talking about marriages and, all kind of superfluous things. All right. They're not going to be stable, man. And speaking to myself first and foremost, we got to maintain our stance when it comes to being occupied in prophecy. All right, here is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 21. This is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. He says right here, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. Your heart meaning your mind, you see? And our treasure is in understanding these prophecies, man. Understanding what's going on in the world, man. And knowing how to move, all right? We know not to take the RFID microchip. We know that the Lord is going to come through for his elect, man, in the times we're coming into. It's prophesied that the Lord Yahweh Basham Shah will step in with divine intervention for his elect, man. And it's going to keep your mind stable while everybody else going to be bugging out, man. They're not going to know what to do. All right. This is why reading is important, man. Reading is important, man, because it keeps it solid in your mind. All right. That's our treasure, man. Being stable in the times of uncertainty. All right. All right. Continuing on. Next verse 22. Yahweh Shah, he says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Okay? Let's break that down real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, man. The eye right here is talking about your mind's eye. All right? Your mind. All right? Because you see with your mind, man. Oh, Salaki. All right. So what I mean by seeing with your mind is that's how you navigate through life, man, by how you think about things. Right. So your mind's eye has to be focused on prophecy. That's how we're going to navigate through these times that we're coming into. All right. And when you're focused on the true light, which is this truth, the understanding of the scriptures, you're going to be full of light. You're going to know where to go. You're not going to stumble in darkness. Right. Verse 23, but if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? So if you focus on bullshit instead of what's really going on, all right, things that don't really matter, well, you're going to be in darkness the time we're coming into. You're not going to have that light. All right, point blank period, man. So the main thing to focus on is the prophecies, man, the end time prophecies, the mark of the beast. The famines, the pestilences, the uproars of the people. Okay, all these things are getting ready to take place, man, in the near future. All right, you see what I'm saying? World War III, the nuclear missiles, man, the salvation of the elect, the persecution. If I didn't already mention that, man, these are the things that we're focused on, man. Because what else matters, right? Everything else is a distraction. It's a part of this society, man, this matrix, as I like to say. Don't let the matrix suck you in, man. Don't let the matrix entrap you. Keep your mind focused on what's getting ready to happen, man. And another point I want to make, man, when you remain focused on the things that are important, man, it builds your faith up, man. When you hear these words over and over, when you watch the videos of the apostles and the brothers going in on these prophecies over and over and over, all right, it solidifies it in your mind and it builds your faith. The scriptures tell you that faith cometh by hearing. All right. Faith cometh by hearing. You got to be feeding your mind the things that matter, whether it be by reading, all right, studying, or watching the videos, man, of the true men of the Lord breaking these things down correctly. It's going to build your faith up. That's exactly how we're going to be saved. Look at that precept that I mentioned, man. Faith cometh by hearing, right? Here it is right here. All right. Romans 10:17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High, which are prophecies, man. You see? So the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. Tells you that in the book of Revelation. All right. So it builds your faith that when you hear these prophecies being broken down the correct way, it makes you able to stand when it actually happens. It's not going to be a shock to you, man. All right. We're going to be calling on Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. That's how we're going to get up out of here, man. All right. You see? Because it says right here in Ephesians 2 and verse 8, heavy hitter, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. That's how we're going to make it out of here, man. Faith in what the Lord has already said. Faith that they're going to bring the MOTB, and when we reject it, that the Lord going to take care of us. That's the process we got etched in our minds from constantly going over these things, man. Knowing that we're going to be fed in times of famine. That Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to protect us from the power of the sword. All these things are in the scriptures, man. They're in prophecy. Okay? And it builds your faith, and that's how we're going to be saved, man. By just believing on Yahweh Bashim Yahshua in these times. All right, here it is, right here. 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So we're not caught up in the things that are going on around us, man. The matrix, man. The panic and the insanity that you see happening in this society. We're not, basing our salvation off of what's going on in this world, man. All right, we're basing our salvation off of what's written, what's prophesied to happen. Okay, but people are losing their damn minds, all right, because they can't go to the store and buy food anymore. Guess what? We're gonna be stable because we have faith in the prophecy that the Lord is going to provide for His servants, as it tells you in Isaiah 65 verse 13. You see, that's what our mind is focused on, man. All right. Got to bring this out real quick. This is James 1:21, one of my favorites, man. All right. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity. And that word superfluity means things that are vanity, pretty much, man. Things that don't really matter. Okay. You gotta lay all those things aside, man. Such as the cares of this life, man. Yeah, your status in this society, your career, all that other bullshit, man. All right. Lay those things apart. All right. Of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. All right. The engrafted word is able to save your soul, man. It's able to get you unto salvation, man. Knowing the prophecies, knowing how to move according to the prophecies, man. That's the main goal. We keep it simple over here at GMS, man. We're a prophecy camp. Okay. Let these other groups talk about all this superfluous, bullshit that has no real value, Nate was Bishop Nathaniel of the IUIC was just called out for doing a damn telethon, trying to raise money to buy land. What they call a land blitz. They're trying to acquire more land here in America, Babylon the Great, which is going to be destroyed. If he really believed in the prophecy that America's on its way out, he wouldn't be investing so much time into buying land and things that don't fucking matter. You see, that's why it's important to stay in the prophecy so that you don't get distracted and get pulled back into the matrix. All right. And start giving a damn about this current life, which is temporary, man. We are looking in the future. That's what a prophet does. He goes into the future, man, according to the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So with that being said, man, I just want to, bring this out real quick. It's been on my spirit. All right. What should we be focused on? And, the answer is prophecy, man. All right. Especially now. So I'm in this lesson right here. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, a Kwam Yasharallah, and the Bible Bar. Shalom.